Welcome to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after NXT and AEW, and every Friday after SmackDown.
You totally messed it up.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you almost
No,
did.
not really.
Yeah, you almost
I stopped
did.
myself.
Well, you almost did.
I don't know. I wasn't impressed with the show considering it was a go-home show. I thought it was kind of weak.
Hello, everybody. What's up?
I didn't mess it up, Scott. I didn't totally mess it up. I stopped it. I fixed it.
Hey, Jonelle. Hey, James. Hey, John.
Yes, hello,
hey,
everybody.
Scott.
Jonelle, James, John, and Scott. How's it going?
Yeah, the show's okay, I guess. The non-finish just irritated me.
Yeah, I don't...
Yeah.
Like a Victus promo.
Yeah, for being a go-home show and the pay-per-views this weekend, if I knew nothing, I would have never guessed there's a pay-per-view this weekend.
I would agree.
Because, I didn't really feel that there was, like, a ton of, like, not, like, ending to the storylines, but, like, there wasn't even, like, oh, we're getting to the finish of the storylines and making things make sense. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's
just like,
there was really nothing to it.
No.
I mean, personally, I mean, the matches were okay, but I felt that there really wasn't any storylines to what's going to be happening.
NXT has no teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
These go-home shows are always meh. But you
the
would
problem
think
with the next word is
it's a go-home show, so do they want it to be meh? Do they want people to watch their pay-per-view?
How was Raw tonight? Well, by the way, hello, Export and Little Fettuccine. I was not impressed with it tonight. I felt that they could have done some stuff with storylines, and I felt that they really didn't do anything with them.
No.
I felt it was kind of weak what they did with them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought the beginning was okay.
I liked the beginning, and I thought the end was fine. But
KO
like...
versus Drew was fiery. It was.
I'll share my thoughts on KO versus Drew.
If you were watching Raw, you probably had the crappy network that freezes. And can someone explain how Zach and Kurt were given a tag team title match even though they lost to the War Raiders a week before last week?
Because apparently they wanted a house show. They beat them at a house show or something, and so that means
so
that
everybody knew all about that, which is why I said house shows are a joke.
Opportunity. Some people are going to be tuned into Survivor Series.
Getting right.
Of NXT going to be on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, but at the same time, you'd want to like build up to your pay-per-view. You know, like the last show before your pay-per-view. Wouldn't it make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. So. In my mind, it would make sense.
What happened tonight? We're going to tell you, little fettuccine. You'll find out here in just a minute.
Probably not so much.
No.
So, yes. Anyways.
So one match you win, and you automatically are given title matches.
Apparently so.
That's because
that's the way it works.
Wins and losses matter.
Totally,
they won a match, so that means that it mattered, and they get a title shot.
The matches were great, except the part where two of them got no contest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those Raw shirts.
Suck. I thought with the red, it was like all messed up with the red background.
It was so confusing.
I almost couldn't see them. They were like camouflaged.
It was like kind of confusing. Like honestly, there were so many people out there, and like I don't even know.
Yeah, why the SmackDown hats?
I don't know. Nobody knows. So we're gonna go ahead and start the show. It began with Becky, who came out.
Where's Liv? That's all that matters. She's in that little cage that Rowan has.
Oh my gosh, I never thought of that.
NXT's black.
Apparently.
Yeah.
They have the slightest bit of gold on the the front, but like otherwise you can't really okay. Okay.
The Raw and SmackDown shirts are like the default setting that created Superstar WWE 2K. Maybe that was the plan. They wanted it to look like WWE 2K.
I suppose.
You know what's funny is that we didn't know who's going to be the woman from Monday Night Raw and Survivor Series. We all knew Charlotte Flair was going to be a team captain. Yes.
See the Tony Khan stuff on Twitter with Orton and Punk? I did. Did you see that?
I did not see it.
Okay, we'll have to talk about that in a little bit. But I did see that, and I'm kind of like... it's just...
Why? What do you say?
I find it laugh. I'll find it now. So... Sorry, I'm out of
you can wait. We can talk about the show real quick. So anybody that's in here that wants to talk about the show, we can do that, and then we can talk about the...
Okay, that sounds good, because I have to find the tweet.
Yo, what if Liv is in that cage Rowan has? That's what I just said. It's Liv.
So anyways, we'll start off with the beginning of the show. Becky comes out. She calls out Shayna. She essentially is like, if you're here, just come out here. I know you're going to try and beat me up. Go ahead, try, see what happens. The Iconics then respond to that. Well, Becky also says something about, I keep having to tag with Charlotte, and we're back again, and we're here to fight somebody. And so the Iconics then come out and respond, and they're like, oh, poor Becky, poor Shayna, poor Charlotte, poor the Iconic spiel, you know. Future is iconic. Charlotte then comes out and says Harper's contract is in that cage. For sure.
That's funny.
I think that's 100% what it is.
That is hilarious.
It's Harper's contract. That is so funny.
And Rowan's going, hey, little buddy.
Don't leave me. The beginning was meh because Becky is meh. I love the Iconics, though.
I thought the beginning was good. And I'm not a huge Iconics fan, but I thought this was good.
I did like the beginning segment. I would say this is about the only decent segment that they had on the show.
I would say probably.
Not like because Becky, but like just because it was like the only decent segment on the show.
Or because it's Becky.
No, it wasn't because of Becky. It was like the only decent segment on the show. This is the only one where they're like.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to like.
I know.
It's the only one where they like are continuing to build a story.
Yeah.
And like they can totally go off of this leading into WrestleMania now based upon what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll explain more on my thought process here. So then Charlotte comes out and is like, oh, look, Becky, you have a match. You're calling out Shayna. Whoop-de-doo. We have to tag again. Echo Maven.
All right. I can fix that.
We have
I think.
match
Did that fix it?
Tonight, the two of us.
Did our echo go away?
I don't know.
I hear an echo.
Well, not the only one.
Did our echo go away?
Is it back? Is it here? Is it there? I think it's probably because you turned that up.
Yeah, might have.
There's an echo. Hey, thanks, guys.
Did we fix it?
Did we fix the echo?
Is it fixed? So what is predictions?
Echo is gone. Good. It's because
Cool.
you turned up the desktop
Yeah,
audio,
fix it.
and we need to have that turned down. So what is predictions? Do we want to do it Friday with the recap of SmackDown, or do we want to do it Thursday? I don't know for sure. Because we have Saturday is War Games, so we have to put predictions for War Games in there somewhere, and then Sunday is Survivor Series. Then we're having pay-per-views on Saturdays. It really screws everything up. Thursday? Because I don't know if doing it during the SmackDown is a good idea.
Do it tomorrow.
I mean, Tuesday is always an option. Tuesday or Thursday, because those are the 2 days that we don't have shows.
Yeah, just be watching for us to go live Tuesday or Thursday.
Bruh.
Sorry.
On the SD review sounds
All right,
nice.
we'll do it on the SD review.
Well, I was just thinking because, like, SmackDown...
SmackDown's not going to be very good anyway.
I know it's
we'll
not going to be very good,
we'll
but, like, I don't know. It's just going to be all jumbled up.
We'll do it Friday on the SmackDown. So you'll have to stick around, all of you. Friday after SmackDown and the Power Rankings of the week, yes.
Sounds good. Okay.
That's
there you
what
go,
we'll
guys. Friday after SmackDown.
Thursday. James says Thursday. Afternoon. We'll do fettuccine. Some of us have to work, so some of us can't do it in the afternoon.
Do it on a day that starts with T. See, that's what I'm saying. Just doing a dedicated show because we're going to have to do War Games predictions.
Friday.
We're going to have to do War Games predictions and Survivor Series. And, like, not only are we making our predictions, but it's, like, our thought process behind things, and that can take a while.
We're going to do it on to Friday.
Okay, I think we should do it on a day that doesn't.
A day, yes. We're going to do it on a day that ends in day.
I think we should do it on a day that, like,
all right, who wants Friday?
We can solely talk about that.
Well, it starts with T now because I said to Friday.
Just because I think we're going to have a lot to discuss. And I don't want to overshadow SmackDown.
Because I'm sure overshadowing SmackDown is going to, like,
and do its own separate
matter.
show. Then we get 2 shows out of it.
Oh, we got a Friday, we got a Thursday.
You all should vote for Thursday or Tuesday. Anyways, you all can tell us which day you want, and we're going to continue on here. So Charlotte comes out and she says, well, guess what, Becky? Not only do you have a match at Survivor Series, but I have a match at Survivor Series because I am the team captain of the team of the women.
No, I don't think SmackDown's going to be very good. Personally.
Do you really
Thursday. I think James voted Thursday twice.
Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday.
Is the official match card out yet?
I don't know. I just always look it up.
Usually that's the day before.
And I can find it. But with our luck, the match card will be out. But then the day of Survivor Series, they'll add at least 2 or 3 matches the hour before the pay-per-view starts. Yeah. So just be on the lookout for that because that's always a thing that happens.
Yeah.
Always.
Predictions for War Games on Wednesday, Survivor Series predictions Friday. We could do that.
Possibly.
And then we split them up in 2 different days.
Maybe.
Let's do that.
NXT, as usual.
Will be the only good wrestling from WWE throughout the week. Yes. Probably.
Per usual.
I'm guessing.
I mean, you know, whatever.
All right. Here's what we'll do. We're going to do Wednesday the War Games and Friday the Survivor Series.
Man, you're going to make them come back twice. You're a jerk.
They have to come back twice anyway. They're going to watch the NXT and Survivor Series. You want to do it on like Thursday and make them come back a third day.
Yeah, I do because then it's all in
you know what? You keep talking. Go ahead. Talk about. I'll see if I can pull this off.
Pull this off?
Yeah, I don't know if I can do this. How is your internet? Right now, Nell, it's going pretty good.
Fixed, I think.
I think that I'm not dropping frames. We seem to be running pretty smooth.
Wonder what matches are going to be on the pre-show. Ay.
I hope it's fixed.
I really hope they don't put any matches on the pre-show because I think a lot of them should be on the main card. Like, don't put the AJ Styles Roderick Nakamura match on pre-show.
By the way, hello, Nell. I didn't.
Yeah, hi. Don't do that. Don't put the tag team match on the pre-show because that's going to be good too. I don't even know what match they could put on the pre-show. Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy.
I hope no matches are on the pre-show.
Me too.
Yes.
Ultimately, that's what I hope. But if they're going to do a match on the pre-show, I know it would suck for these two guys, but it'd be better than putting AJ Styles, Nakamura, and Roderick Strong on the pre-show.
Yeah.
So, don't put them on there.
No.
That would be not good.
No.
Not at all. So, anyways, none of those are pre-show worthy. All are main card worthy matches. I agree. More matches added to NXT War Games. I don't know. Black and Murphy is no way a pre-show.
I don't know, Elijah.
Pre-show worthy at all. Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I think they're going to have a match now, whether it's next week on Raw or if they're going to end up being at Survivor Series. I don't know. But, I think it's going to happen.
Becky, Shayna, Bayley will close the show.
No, they already said no.
AOP looks dope. Yeah, I think they look pretty good.
Hi, Maven, how you feeling? I'm feeling better. Thank you for asking. I was feeling a little sick yesterday, so I did not stream with my dad.
Yeah.
Yes. AOP need to hurry up and come back.
Definitely.
Agreed.
I would not be shocked if we do not see them.
I think they're interfering in the tag match at Survivor Series.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think we're going to see them at Survivor Series.
That's what I think is happening. So anyways, we're supposed to be talking about Raw. Even on the pre-show, Aleister and Murphy will kill it, TBH. I know they will, and it would suck for them to be on the pre-show, but if they're going to put a match on the pre-show at all, I just have a feeling it could be that, and it would suck, because neither guy should be on the pre-show, but Vince is stupid, so, it might happen.
Yes. Do we know the 5 Raw women yet?
Nope.
No.
Charlotte.
We may never know.
We know Charlotte. I think Charlotte's going to be the only woman on the team, and I think she's going to carry Team Raw to the victory.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
We also don't know who's on Team NXT for the men's match, and we have no idea who's in Team NXT for the women's match. And on top of that, Adam Cole doesn't have a match.
Yeah.
For Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And all the rest of Undisputed Era does.
Did I see Mojo?
I have no idea.
You might have.
Might have, man.
Might have.
After AJ Styles Survivor Series match, who's going to be his new opponent? Humberto Carrillo.
I think Carrillo is going to take the title.
Well, they have a match next Monday on Raw, so I think after
kind of where
the
I
match,
think they're headed.
I think Humberto's taking the title off of him on Monday after Survivor Series.
I agree.
Anyways, Monday Night Raw. Charlotte comes out. She's like, "Yeah, I'm team captain, and you have a match, and blah 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 blah." And then Samoa Joe comes out, and at this point, I'm sitting there going, "What? Why is Samoa?" Okay, let's not do something stupid, because it would be stupid. Samoa Joe's injured. So what is he doing out here? And then that's when they're like, "Oh, he's on commentary." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
The thing is, why'd they have him interrupt this
I don't know for sure. It just kind of ended abruptly, and then we go back to, like, they didn't even, finish the segment.
Well, that's just it. I don't understand what the whole idea behind...
Like, legit, Becky was, like, mid-sentence, and then Samoa Joe's music hits, and then, like, we go to commercial break, and we come back, and they're, like, having a match.
Yeah.
And I was
NXT
like,
could have told us who's going to be the team in NXT, like, last Wednesday. Yes, definitely.
They could have.
I would say,
Samoa Joe for GM. Bro, I legit said that when he came out. I was like, what is Samoa Joe now? The general manager of Monday Night Raw? And I would be, like, so okay with it. Because he would be... It would suck. But it would be so good.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's all going to go through Vince anyway, so it's, like...
Samoa Joe is great on commentary, as expected, because he's always great on the mic.
Jonelle, I think Adam Cole might be part of the 5-on-5 match.
I would also say so, yes. At this point. They don't have anything else for him.
Yeah.
I'll elaborate on that more later on, when we're talking about stuff.
I don't want to see Brock and Ray and Fiend and Daniel Bryan. Instead, I want Becky, Shayna, Bayley to screw the men's matches.
I'll share thoughts on that too.
I would not mind having Becky, Shayna, Bayley close out the show.
I'll share thoughts on that.
Because I think they'll put on a good show.
In a minute. Because, we're about to get to that. So, we get Becky and Charlotte versus the Iconics. Becky and Charlotte, of course, beat the Iconics. And then Shayna, Jessamine Duke, and Marina Shafir attack them. And then Becky and Charlotte go after them, but security won't let them through. And then Becky clocks one of the security guards. Like, pa-pow. Side of the face.
Yeah, I don't think it was like, pa-pow. It's not like Batman.
And so, yeah.
A lot of commercials during weird times. Yes, definitely. Do you think Rey Mysterio wins?
Oh, Rey Mysterio.
Do you think
Rey Mysterio?
Yes. Yeah, I think that Rey has a shot at winning. It wouldn't shock me if they have him win.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just the way the whole storyline's been built, definitely would not shock me if they have Rey win. Gleen, you ready for NWA Power and Wednesday War? Yes. In fact,
you were like,
yes.
Yes.
In fact,
yes, I am ready. You don't know what I'm doing because you can't see my hand.
Yeah. In fact,
yes,
I'm
ready.
We are talking about I'm thinking about doing an NWA Power show anyway, whether she helps or not. I don't know. That'll be up to her. But I've been watching it. I've been watching the Wild Women a little bit too, so trying to get familiar with them. So we may be adding some shows that we're going to cover here.
Any match on that card is main event worthy TBH per usual because Becky is the man. I'm scared for Rey, no holds barred. Phoenix versus Nick Jackson. Yeah, it should be a good match.
Yeah, definitely.
I think this week's AEW.
Dude, why keep disrespecting Becky?
Because, James, John doesn't like Becky.
John doesn't like Becky, James.
He likes Tessa Blanchard. Okay? He doesn't like Becky.
He's a Tessa
He's made it very clear that he does not like Becky. Anyways, so I liked this, because why, for logic here, why would the women of NXT help Shayna?
I like how it holds it from you. Seriously? Like YouTube held, so Export says Phoenix versus Nick Jackson should be nuts, and YouTube holds it for review for me to look at.
Review. That's hilarious. I saw Charlotte look at Becky's title. I won't be shocked if Becky goes
Samoa Joe looked at Becky's title too.
Yes. Becky is blonde.
I'm just kidding, Elijah.
And boring. Yeah.
I think she's okay. I think she's good. She's decent on the mic, so I mean
whatever
that's a
helps
lot
you
of...
sleep at night. I totally screwed that.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, man. Whatever. So, anyways, I liked this better because I liked Duke and Shafir helping Shayna, because why would the other women from NXT come to help Shayna right now when they are supposed to fight her this weekend at War Games? It makes no sense whatsoever why they would be on her side when they are ultimately going to turn around and try to knock her out. It doesn't work. So having Duke and Shafir help, I think, is so much better than using Ripley and Nox and Kai and Yim. So much better. Because she's literally fighting them.
Yeah.
So, I like that. B, second part of this that I liked, was the fact that they did this to where it was Becky and Charlotte and then the three of them, so they can revert back to this when they do the 4 Horsewomen versus the 4 Horsewomen. Maybe at WrestleMania?
Yeah, I would say probably at WrestleMania.
Maybe.
That's my guess.
They might push it out further, depending on when Ronda comes back. That's going to be the whole big thing. Is when Ronda decides to come back, I think they're going to book it and they're going to do it.
Yeah.
As a big match. So I
would say that's probably what's going to happen.
I think this is a good base to start it. I mean, they already have stuff for previously, but I think this is a good base to kind of start the feud and the build-up to their highly anticipated match between the 8 of them.
Yeah, and I think the big thing is they have to get Duke and
Duke and Shafir have to be in the ring more. B, what are their characters aside from being Shayna's shadows? They have no characters. I guess that's what it would be, is Shayna's in Ronda's shadow, and then Shafir and Duke are in Shayna's shadow.
I don't think that Shayna's in Ronda's shadow. I think Shayna's coming to build her own.
I think she is now, but if you were to book this out a little bit ago, that would have been what it is. But still, ultimately in the match, Ronda's going to be the bigger star out of the four of them.
Yeah.
So it will kind of be like, okay, you're going to have to build each of them up really well individually so none of them overshine the others.
Well, yeah, I mean.
So they all have their own characters. Because if they were to put them out there right now, the way they are, I think Shayna's had some good build-up, and I like her more than I did. But they're going to need to build it up more so it's not just like, oh, Ronda, Shayna's in her shadow. And then the other two.
Shayna's built up enough now that I don't think she's in Ronda's shadow. She is built up now. The other two are. They're definitely
don't know for sure.
Weak.
I for sure think the two
they're the weak
are going to be in Shayna and Ronda's shadows.
Oh, there's no doubt.
But I just would be worried that Shayna would fall in the same category underneath Ronda because Ronda at this point is the bigger star out of the two of them.
Well, she's the bigger star, going to be the bigger star.
Which I get, and I understand that, but you have to build them all up equally, and if you don't do that, then it really is just going to be Ronda and her three shadows versus the four horsewomen.
The thing is Shayna can hold her own, and
I think she can, but they have to continue having her hold her own.
Yeah, they definitely can't wrestle. They need some work, Elijah. No 100%. Doubt about it. No
so that's why I think they really have to push this match out, and like this is a good base to start, but they really need to work with the two of them to get them better in the ring.
Yeah, definitely.
Otherwise, I mean, I suppose it might as well be Shayna and Ronda versus the four horsewomen. Because the other two, like, no.
I'm saying this with my whole heart. Ronda's amazing in the ring, takes a deep breath, but Shayna would destroy Ronda. I tell you what, Shayna has impressed me more recently.
Shayna, Export said, that's what I feel. I feel Shayna is above Ronda wrestling-wise, but star power is for sure Ronda. I'm not saying, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Shayna is really great in the ring, and I think she's better than Ronda. But the fact that Ronda is the huge star out of the four of them, and that she has been built up more than the other three have, is where I think the issue would lie with them being in Ronda's shadow. Even Shayna, because of the fact that she is bigger, she's been out there more, and they need to build Shayna up.
Well, Ronda's bigger just because of UFC.
I understand that, and I get that, and I don't think they're going to be bigger than Ronda, but I think they need to be about on the same level to have it make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I like what they did. I think doing this, like I said, set a good base for the four horsewomen versus four horsewomen feud, and I'll be excited to see how that goes down later. Now, as for main event, should the main event match be...
Hey dude, are we talking about Survivor Series or Raw?
We're talking about Survivor Series.
Oh.
But we're talking about the women's segment, and James said something about...
Okay, I just want to make sure that we weren't talking about Raw.
Huh?
I just want to make sure we were talking about where we were.
Yeah, we're talking about Ronda. We're talking about the main event of Survivor Series, what it should be, what it is, and why it's ridiculous. Because, well, it goes along with this segment. Ronda would destroy Becky, Shayna would destroy Ronda, and Tessa Blanchard would destroy them all.
Who wins push as the face of the women's division, Ronda or Shayna, right? I'm sure they'll push Ronda as the face. If they were to split them up. I think they should start out having them together and then eventually split them up. Maybe have Shayna turn on Ronda.
Because she thinks Shayna's too big.
Yeah.
Or Ronda's too big.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's bigger than Shayna.
Ronda would destroy Becky, Shayna would destroy Ronda, and Tessa Blanchard would destroy them all. She might.
If you, Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke in the ring more, they would have a character.
That's the problem. They don't use... Again, it goes back to using the wrestlers they have. Use them.
Shayna's a great heel, bro.
She is a great heel.
I like her more on the main roster than I do in NXT.
Well, the stuff she has done the last couple weeks has been really good.
And I really like it. And I hope...
We We had some frame rate drops. I think we're good.
Better be good.
I had no issues last night, and now I'm having issues here.
Marina and Duke need a character, but how?
Seriously, you're gonna lose this.
No! You're joking me, right? Are you back?
Well, Nell, so that
This is a joke!
that answers our
We're
question
even-
on how
guys,
our internet
guys,
is going.
Guys. We are legit wired into the wall. Like, connected to the internet. Like, it's coming to the computer. And we're still having issues. This sorcery, I don't understand it. So, anyways, my problem with what the main event is right now for Survivor Series, based upon what was said tonight, I have a problem. Because out of all the stories that have been built, in my opinion, the women's story has been built up more than any other Survivor Series story that they have had.
Yeah.
Out of any of them, this is the best that they have. I don't care, Rand Brock, who cares? None of the other matches have been built up like the triple threat women's match has. Which is where it should be the main event. And that's where I have a problem. Because, oh, look, Brock Lesnar, once again. He's Brock Lesnar, so he gets the main event. Who's on the poster? Who has been put out there more? Those three women. They should be the main event. It should be them. There are no questions. It should be them.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a problem with the main event.
I do.
I mean, whatever they decide to do, there's a lot of good matches going on, so I think there's a lot of. I want to hear you say it, Mr. G. Say Tessa Blanchard would destroy them all. With her pinky.
Do you think Triple H made a mistake saying open doors at NXT this Wednesday night?
I hope nobody shows up.
I hope that Becky shows up.
I hope not.
Shayna.
Because then it kind of messes up what Becky said.
What? Oh,
she said,
but she did say that she didn't care about the brand supremacy and she just wants to beat the crap out of Shayna.
Yep. So I think
no, never mind. I take back my statement. Don't do it. I would have loved to see her go and whoop somebody up and down just because of, like, you know, what happened last year when she did this. But, no. I take back everything I said.
Yeah.
Forget I said anything.
No, I don't think you made a mistake. I do think there'll be someone that shows up, but I don't think it's a mistake.
Yeah, I said that, Maven.
Main event should be Ray versus Brock. Why? Number one, and only reason why it's WWE Championship. This is the company championship.
I don't care. What match has been built up more than the WWE Championship?
I believe that that'll be one of the first matches. Brock will want to get home.
No, they said it's the main event.
They said Bray and Brock was the main event?
Ray and
Seriously?
Brock is the main
Are we
event.
going to drop frames again? Like, I'm not very happy with this at all.
I don't understand this at all.
I legitimately talked to my internet company today because we had a good day yesterday, and now we're having, like, issues.
So, after this, we got a Ryder and Hawkins interview backstage. AOP attacks them. And this was lovely. Thought this meant AOP was gonna, come out and fight people, but no. It's not what that meant. It's kind of disappointing.
Go to the speed test thing.
This is dumb. This is dumb.
We all know the NXT Women's Division is untouchable. Becky wouldn't even stand a chance.
Yeah, whatever.
I think it's the best division on WWE. No doubt about it.
I mean, I do think they're a good division. Who made that division? Just saying.
Yeah. Whatever.
Okay, you whatever. So then
Charlotte
after...
Flair did. Yep, I said it.
Okay, that is kind of true. Charlotte Flair did kind of make the division. So did Sasha. Becky really wasn't focused on in NXT. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
They didn't use her until they got to the main roster. And then when she was moved to the main roster, they didn't use her at all. And then, well, when they put her out there and they realized that people actually, they liked her and they wanted to see her, yeah, they still didn't put her out there.
Yeah.
And then they finally decided, hey guys, we got a good thing going here.
Think back.
Let's put her out here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Pretty much.
Vince
Idiots.
is an idiot.
Did AOP do that weird thing again where they sit awkwardly close to each other in a dark room while speaking in a low tone about what they were doing? No, they actually attacked somebody today.
AOP.
Hola. No hablo inglés.
So.
Stream complete. Are you serious? We dropped off the map again.
Oh, we're back. So stream resumed.
This is dumb. Dumb.
Jinx, you owe me a soda. Becky's closing in on the top spot as the longest reigning women's champ at 223. Ronda is at 231. Becky has 1 week to go.
That's why she's gonna lose it Sunday.
She's gonna be the top reigning champion. She's gonna beat Ronda's record. Anyone else having buffering issues? Yes.
Yes, observing
we are
stuff.
having
I'm not very happy
buffering
with this.
issues.
This is stupid. My internet company. I called them today. I said it worked out fine yesterday. No issues. And now today I have frame rate drops. My upload speeds are dropping off the map. They are starting to really irritate me. And I don't have any other options with internet.
That's why we should move. Like right now.
Yeah, like to Hawaii.
Ugh.
Testing my speeds. Whoa, now I got echo. That is weird.
Vince McMahon is always going to choose Brock Lesnar to be the main
That's
event
funny.
over the women's
like
division.
I can hear you. I can hear me.
He could have had the triple threat match with the main event. Well, buffering. Well, now it says stream resume, but you can't see us.
Can you hear us?
Hello? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back?
I'm not very happy
Are we
with
back?
this.
Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back?
Oh, nope.
No, this is so dumb.
10:45 and my stream is dropping off the map.
This is very disappointing.
Yeah, my upload speeds are through the roof.
Disappointing.
Or my download
We
speeds.
can all blame the buffering on Vince.
Yeah,
yes, it's Vince.
Something.
It's Vince McMahon's fault. It's 100% his fault. If anybody asks, it's his fault. Well, our upload speed is slowly going up. Maybe not. Are we back? Go back to the board.
See, you have to watch this right here.
Oh, sorry. Are we back? Is that good or bad?
This is nuts here.
Okay, well, I don't know what that means.
That's how fast we're uploading.
Oh, so that's not good?
Well, the higher the number, the better, but since it's spiked up really this high, we're getting a lot of spike issues coming
Hello,
up.
is anybody still there?
Are you getting an echo? Or is it just me?
Hello?
Nobody, Maven. Whatever.
Are you all,
I am so irritated by this.
This is so annoying. It's like we can't do anything. Legit, we can't do anything.
I streamed stupid WWE 2K last night without any issues.
We can't stream.
No issues.
Because the dumb internet, and they, keep telling us that, oh, it's not us. And we'll keep bruh, it is you.
How you doing, Clark?
What are you talking about? Seriously.
Can you hear us okay? Oh, Mark at AOP used a Godfather theme. Yeah.
So, can everybody hear us again? Are we able to hear? Are we able to, where's the thing at? There it is. So, anyways, where are we at in the show? Oh, yes.
Around what time did you think fans couldn't take Big Show turning heel seriously anymore? A long, long, long time ago. In a far, far away planet.
So we got OC, and they come out and AJ's like, I would love to defend my U.S. title against Humberto, but I don't want to. So, Carl Anderson is going to beat him up. Those weren't his exact words. He said, some other stuff. He threw a mother lovin' in there somewhere. I don't even know what else, but essentially it was along the lines of, I don't want to defend my belt against Humberto, and, yeah, Carl Anderson's going to beat him up. So, this is, we get Carl Anderson versus Humberto Carrillo. The Street Profits come out to even the playing field, and then Humberto gets the win. So, I'm going to talk about this now. Next week, Humberto Carrillo gets a U.S. title shot. Nobody, Maven. This is so dumb. Yes, it is dumb, and I don't understand.
Was the 2K20 stream fine last night? Yeah. The game glitch was kind of jumpy because of, but that was because of going through my Elgato.
Yeah, it's working now.
Yeah.
Cool, we're back.
We'll see how long it sticks around.
So yeah, Humberto Carrillo gets a U.S. title shot next week.
Why would Triple H choose Kaylee Ray to be at NXT War Games? I do not know.
Because, well, she's cool. That's why.
Yeah, I guess. Has he turned heel? Never ending, just like Big Show and Kane. They just don't use him. Like, Braun is terrible. They do nothing with Braun. It's like ridiculous what they do with him. Oh, I was behind. My bad.
That's okay. It froze up.
Hey, no problem observing stuff.
We're
still trying to get stuff fixed here, and I'm really irritated because they changed everything out of my here. I thought yesterday's stream. We actually streamed twice yesterday. I streamed the game last night. My son streamed yesterday afternoon, and I thought, man, this is working really good. And then tonight we have this. So, who knows?
Stupidity.
Are we good now, James?
Just watch the highlights. AOP is back, huh? Supposedly, yes, they just attacked Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, but I could attack Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. So, we'll see.
Lil Fettuccine, yeah, 69, yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I would say they're back.
So, after this, we get a Seth Rollins interview. Essentially, he's just talking about Survivor Series, and he's got a match with Andrade later. So, yeah, we have that. Then we got Bobby Lashley versus No Way Jose. This is totally obvious who was winning this match, and it was not Lashley. Of course. So, Lana gets on the mic before this and says...
I would love to have seen Lashley get beat in this match.
Me too. It would have been great. So Lana says this morning, I filed for divorce! Yay! She says, you will not see my soon-to-be ex-husband anytime soon because I got a restraining order. Yes, I did. I got a restraining order. I did that. And then Lashley ends up getting the win in the match. It was just kind of whatever. And then they proceeded to make out in the ring per usual. Who cares at this point? Not me. Then we got Andrade versus Seth Rollins, and the winner is the team captain of Team Raw.
Yeah.
I actually thought this was a really good match.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I would love to, like I said, I would love to have seen him have Lashley get beat, and then blame, not necessarily blame Lana right now, but down the road, have him lose a bunch of matches.
Okay, hold on. I do have to say something about this. I was who cares? Based upon the way this is going now, I just have a slight gut feeling that they're gonna do a wedding because, well, they're yeah, we're so in love and it's great and I'm filing for divorce and we're so in love and I just think there's gonna be a wedding at some point in time and it's not gonna end well because I think Rusev's gonna crash it and they're probably going to end up a wedding. Can't you see it happening though? It would be so dumb, but I can totally see it happening.
Yeah, me too.
And I just
the way
have
WWE
a feeling,
storylines go now, yeah,
I just have a feeling with the way this storyline is going, I think there's going to be a wedding. And yeah, I don't think this is going to be over for some time.
Yeah, that would not shock me.
Sad. It's very sad and unfortunate, but I don't think this is going to be over anytime soon.
I don't think so either.
And it sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. I would not be shocked to see it. I mean, seeing that happen and
they should have one of the women beat her up. Yeah, they should, but they choose not to because they're dumb.
See, I thought about that too. Maybe Rusev gets someone and says, "Hey, go beat her up."
But they did that before. They did that with Dolph Ziggler and Lana and Summer Rae and Rusev.
To do a wedding,
so
I'm
I don't think they can
I'm
do that
stick
again.
it to AEW and NXT.
So I don't know. I think they're gonna do a wedding. Now, when I'm right, You heard it here first.
Lana and Lashley restraining on Rusev.
Yeah, got a restraining order. Who cares?
Any predictions for NXT this week? Somebody from Raw and somebody from SmackDown will be there. There you go. There's my prediction.
So
matches will be interfered with. People will come out of the crowd.
That's funny. So, anyways, Rollins match is great, but hate interference.
Definitely.
I agree. We're about to talk about that. Andrade versus Seth Rollins, winner's the team captain of Team Raw. I actually really liked this match. It was a really good match, and I super loved it. I thought that, like, Andrade and Seth Rollins, I could stand to see more of their matches together, because I thought they were good.
Yeah, I thought they were good, too.
So, like a lot of you have said, I don't like the messed up finish. Did it make any sense at all why this ended this way? No, it didn't. I kind of thought with the fact that Adam Cole didn't have a match yet, and just because I was thinking outside the box and trying to be like, what would they do? I thought that Andrade would beat him, become the team captain of Raw. Seth Rollins would then, like, call out Adam Cole again. Be like,
and then they would have a match.
I want a rematch. Fight
for the NXT title.
Fight me at Survivor Series. And then that would be where Adam Cole's match is. But I think he's probably going to be a part of Team NXT for the men's match. But I was just trying to think outside the box and be like, yeah, I think they could do Seth Rollins versus Adam Cole at Survivor Series to make sense. Of, like, Adam Cole not having a match. Well, then they did this stupid thing. Zelina got thrown from ringside. And then Lucha House Party attacks Seth, and I'm sitting here going, what? This is dumb. Guys, this is...
Did not get it at all.
This is dumb. Okay, I get the whole fact that they're on SmackDown, but, like,
they're not even part of the pay-per-view.
They're not even, exactly. And, like, why? Because are Lucha House Party an actual threat to anybody?
The three of
Maybe
them.
to the pinatas.
Yeah.
But to, like, actual people? Like Seth Rollins and Andrade? Excuse me, no. They're not. This is where I had a problem with it.
Are we good now?
Was like it made no sense.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. I don't understand that.
And I don't get it.
Nah. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Lucha House Party equals one jobber. No, they equal half a jobber, okay?
Or
half a jobber. Half. Like, I don't understand. You out of anybody that you could have picked to attack Seth and Andrade, you picked Lucha House Party?
Yeah, I don't get it at all.
Come on.
I don't understand. I mean, if you're going to use Lucha House Party, that's fine, but, I mean, like, in this situation, I don't get.
It's dumb.
Since they're not even involved in anything. Why would Kayla Ray be in War Games with, I would have used Toni Storm instead. Yeah, I agree, Jonelle. They should use Toni Storm. I just hope Andrade gets booked better. Yeah, definitely. If they don't start booking, again, it's like the way they use these guys is just ridiculous. There's no storylines. There's nothing to it, and people just lose interest in them. And right now, that's why people don't like Raw and SmackDown, because the storylines they do are the same ones over and over again.
Yeah.
Who will win the advantage for the men's War Game match?
Adam Cole.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Adam Cole.
Me too.
So
Lucha.
Lucha House Party attacks Seth, and then they go after Andrade, and then Seth helps Andrade fight them off, and he is like, yeah, we'll do this again sometime. Peace out, my brother. We're gonna do this again sometime. Yeah. Peace.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing them have a match.
Jonelle, if they did that, if they had the main roster attack War Games, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. That would be really cool.
I think it would add to the War Games. Definitely adds to the War Games. And I definitely think that might be pretty cool.
They should. So then we get Buddy Murphy backstage. He knocks on Aleister Black's door and says, "I'm here to pick a fight with you." And then he leaves. He walks away, and Aleister Black shows up a minute too late. Darn, he was so close.
Yes.
Was somebody really knocking on my door?
Yeah.
Yes, they were. I don't know why we have to do this. Then we get backstage. Triple H and his cars show up. So apparently every time Triple H enters the building,
his entourage.
He has 3 cars following him. It's laughable. It makes me laugh every time. Then we got Akira Tozawa versus Buddy Murphy. Good to see Akira Tozawa on TV. Since he got drafted, but unfortunately he lost.
Well, my question is
Buddy
this.
Murphy.
Okay, okay. Hold on. This is your go home show for your pay-per-view, and you have a bunch of wrestlers that aren't even on the pay-per-view that you're showing. Why?
I don't know. I will say this.
I'm cool with having these guys on the show, but not now.
Buddy Murphy, okay, was having these matches on 205 Live, right? Right. You move him to the main roster, and what is he doing? He's still having the same matches that he was having on 205 Live. You're not doing anything different with him. So what was the purpose of moving him off of 205 Live in the first place?
I don't know.
There was no purpose if all you were going to do was only put him in matches against Akira Tozawa, or only put him in matches against Cedric Alexander, or only put him in matches against Humberto Carrillo. It doesn't make any sense because he's been fighting those guys for months.
Yeah.
Months and months and months. And you could be doing a million different things with the guy because he has so much talent, and you waste it on matches that we've seen a bajillion times.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Why? It doesn't make any sense. Like, they could have done Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy. That's something new and fresh. They could have done Buddy Murphy versus a number of different people.
Yeah.
And they keep choosing to go back to things that they've already previously done with Buddy Murphy back on 205 Live. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I'm back. I had to restart myself because I was buffering. Good to have you back, John. That match is great. I like the part where Murphy caught Akira mid-air. That was nuts.
It was really cool. You gotta have a lot of whoa.
The strength that you have to hold him
to
catch him and do that.
Yeah, it's
and to hold him in the air like that was nuts.
Insane. So, if Andrade were to join Lucha House Party, that would be cool as a heel faction with Zelina, and trying to get Rey to turn heel also. I'm sorry, I can't fall for it. No, not a chance. No, I can't do it. Lucha House Party, they're jokes. Andrade, he'd automatically be a joke.
Well, because Lucha House Party, they make a joke. They can make them
But I don't look at the 3 of those guys and say, yeah, you're a heel faction. You guys can make an excellent heel faction.
The thing is, you can have them do a mid-card type thing with them.
Don't look at them and think that. So, no, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I just think you can do a mid-card with them.
I can't. But Murphy and Black are Paul Heyman guys. Yeah, I mean, but yet they're
Murphy
not
against anybody would be pretty good.
But they're not being used that way, which is kind of sad. Murphy versus Black, Murphy versus Andrade, Murphy versus Humberto, Murphy versus anyone. Take my money. I agree. Murphy is so good in the ring, and he's really being underutilized. I don't know how to speak.
I think them as a heel faction might be decent. It changes their whole thing, and and you don't have to call them Lucha House Party. You can call them something else.
Yeah, you better change your name, because I swear I will not be able to get behind them if they're called Lucha House Party and they're supposed to be
them doing
heels.
a heel thing would be kind of neat.
Murphy and Black both need wins. I agree.
Yes. You never know AEW could see them as a heel faction. No doubt about that. I think that, I think they could.
Maven's English once again.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Try living with her.
You could have made Sarah Logan part of the women's Monday Night Raw Survivor Series team. Yeah.
And there's a lot that you could thought of, both men and women, that you could have put in that position.
3 punching bags. Pretty much. Black needs to win more than Murphy, though. I agree. I think Black needs to win more than Murphy because at least Murphy's been on TV and he is beating people. Aleister Black hasn't been on TV and hasn't been getting too many wins under his belt, I really wish he would have stayed in NXT, man. I really wish he would have stayed.
He was used better.
I really wish he would have stayed. Like,
because right now
Aleister Black in NXT, come on, that's just like, it's so good, and I wish they would just use him. I wish they would just use him.
Yeah.
But they're stupid. So, more specifically, Vince. Vince is stupid.
Yeah.
So, yeah. After this, we got Rowan and his camera, once again. And I don't know what they're doing with this, but again, I'm intrigued. I'm curious.
Yeah, no clue. No clue. I wish he was in NXT right now. Demon Finn versus Aleister Black. Yes.
It would be good. It would be so good.
It would definitely be a good match.
But they're stupid because, well, Vince. So we then get Murphy backstage once again, and he's like back by Aleister Black's door, and he yells for Black, and Aleister comes out and is like, "You wanna fight?" But he didn't say anything. So, we got that. So expect a match between the two of them. And then we got Rowan versus a jobber. Woohoo! And at some point during this, there was the Singh brothers that came down, got chased by her Truth, but then they got knocked out by Rowan, and I don't really know what's happening here. I don't like it.
Yeah, no clue what they're doing with that. I don't have any clue.
I really dislike it.
Well, what are they doing with Rowan? I don't get what they're doing with him. You have him carrying around this cage, and then he clobbers, then they have him fight a jobber. Why?
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. The 24/7 championship is dumb at this point. It's stupid. I don't know what they're doing with it. Rowan, I don't know what they're doing with him.
What was in the cage?
I have no idea.
I think that it's
Liv Morgan.
Is he going to be a puppet?
I don't know.
Liv Morgan is going to be in the cage. So are they going to tie Rowan back into the Fiend? Is that the plan? Because it almost seems like you have to if you're going to have her be in the cage.
Except
right?
She doesn't fit in the cage.
Well, no. But I mean, like, we set something up. It's an iguana. I like the 24/7 champ thing still.
I don't.
I liked it better when they
mockery out of it. I liked when it was just Maverick and Truth going after this.
Yeah.
But now they're on two separate brands, and he can't go after it, and it kind of sucks.
Whichever team wins the Survivor Series should get a title shot. Yeah, that'd be cool. Make some stakes for this.
Exactly. There's no stakes at Survivor Series.
24/7 stuff is just so unfunny. Well, it used to be funny. It's kind of become unfunny.
Yo,
how you doing, Elijah?
What's up? I have an iguana. Cool. The 24/7 got uninteresting once Maverick left. Agreed. Maverick and Truth together made that title magic.
But then if Sister Abigail Puppet's in there, that means that he would have had to have kidnapped it from Bray.
We've seen it on the Firefly Funhouse recently. If we had just stopped seeing,
right?
I think that would have been excellent.
Isn't that what that would mean?
Yeah. I think it would have been excellent if they had done something like that, and he did have a puppet in the cage, that, like, with the Funhouse episodes that we've seen recently, that puppet is missing, and, like, we don't see it on the show, and Bray doesn't realize it, but then he slowly starts to realize, like, wait a minute, where did Abby the Witch go? Or, where did Ramblin' Rabbit go?
Yeah.
Or, Mercy, did you eat Ramblin' Rabbit again? And they'll be like, no, I didn't. And they'll be like, where did he go? It's a mystery. Bum, bum, bum. It's like,
how you doing, Shane?
It should be like how the forklift incident, a mystery. Yeah. They should do something like that on the Funhouse, where Bray's like, where did my puppet go? Who took my puppet?
Cool.
They should.
Why is Chad Gable called Shorty G when Drake Maverick is like 5'3" or 5'4"? Well, because they don't want to call him Shorty M.
John, you're on to something here. But remember, it got burned down the first time. You never know. We could be seeing a fake puppet, but Rowan kidnapped the real one. You're not kidding, because the puppets were in the Funhouse when it got burned down. And then they just magically showed up again? What?
Liv just posted a video on Google. What is it, James? What'd she post a video of?
I know there was a video on Twitter earlier of her like first match, like June 25th of something. I don't even remember what it was, but I do remember that she did post something a bit ago. It was a video. I did see it. I think maybe.
Black Mask Rowan's return would be cool, but WWE doesn't like heel versus heel matches. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, they should do something.
James is gonna leave us hanging. He's just gonna tell us there's a video out there and then not tell us anything.
They should totally do that. With like Rowan has the puppet and then like Bray doesn't realize that the puppet's gone, but the puppet isn't there. The fact is that we've seen all the puppets, so it's not gonna be a puppet.
Oh, it might be a new puppet.
Maybe it is a new puppet. I mean, I suppose it could be a new puppet, but out of the puppets that we've seen thus far, if he did kidnap one or steal one, we all know.
I'll send it to Twitter now. All right.
We all know that all the puppets are there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'm curious to see what they do with it because I think there are a lot of different directions that they could go with now, whether they want him to be partnered up with Bray or if it's just his own weird thing.
On Google of all places. That's funny.
It could be fun and interesting. Maven seeing where I'm coming from though, that would be a great way to introduce her. It would. I think they totally could have something there. 100%. It's a critter. I'm interested in what they're doing. So that's good. So after this we got a Randy Orton interview.
It's a critter.
It's a critter.
What kind of critter?
And then we got Kevin Owens versus Drew McIntyre. Not gonna lie, I thought this was an okay match. It just wasn't, I don't know, I didn't really love it. It wasn't like my favorite match. I like the Seth Rollins and Andrade one better.
Yeah, from the movie Critters, that's funny.
So, I don't know, the KO McIntyre wasn't really my cup of tea, but the match gets going and stuff, and it's, you know, whoa, there were a couple of really cool spots in it, I will give it that, but it just, I don't know, I didn't get into it as much as the Andrade Seth one. So Triple H shows up, and the match just, like, ends. And then, Shane, I'm old.
I knew what movie you were talking about.
So
what are you saying about me?
So, then you're old. Drew versus Owens was match of the night for me.
Excuse me?
Cool. I'm glad people got into it. I just couldn't get into it like the other match.
I thought it was a good match, too.
I mean, I thought it was, like, decent, but I like the other one better.
That's why I said, I didn't think, I mean, as far as the matches go, I didn't think it was bad. I just didn't think there was any...
I definitely think there were some cool spots in this match.
I just think too much of it didn't really tie into anything.
Yeah. I think if they would have done this, like 2 weeks ago. I know they did the whole Seth thing last week.
Yeah.
That was essentially like this. But if they did this, 2 weeks ago and like Triple H was trying to recruit people left and right, he showed up every week, both shows, and was like, you come back to NXT. You come back to NXT. See what I did for you? Look at you now. I think it would have been better.
And this might seem weird, but Rowan has kind of grown on me. I would not be opposed to him being built up as a major heel threat and eventually winning the WWE Championship. Very possible if booked right. Definitely. I think if he's booked right, I think he'd be good.
Me versus Nachos was match of the night. My shirt lost.
It's first day, new mouth, Shane.
Honestly, that would be me, though. And
or just spelling.
It would be you, too, though. Because,
No, I don't have issues with nachos. I have issues with anything spaghetti, like sauce-type related stuff, not cheese.
You have issues with...
I don't have issues with cheese.
Everything,
It's
though.
the sauce.
Like, I have issues with spilling food all over myself. Like, I don't know how I do it. I don't even realize sometimes that I've spilled stuff on myself. And then I'm like...
And if I'm wearing a white shirt, I guarantee I'm going to have like 3 spots of spaghetti sauce on my shirt after I'm done eating.
I don't know, why are they fighting... why are they fighting for? Also, they're going to team up at Survivor Series, so I was a bit confused, but great match nonetheless. Agreed. That was another confusing thing was the fact that they are on the same team at Survivor Series, so why are they fighting each other now?
Unless there's setting something up.
Which I will start and share in a minute. Hold on, let me get through this segment. I'm getting there. So Triple H shows up. Triple H tries to recruit Kevin Owens. He says, you were taken from me, and you didn't really want to leave NXT. You were taken. But they took you away anyways, and then told you that you don't fit the mold. So what happened here? Kurt Angle fired you. Shane McMahon fired you. You were thrown to the side like a piece of garbage. You weren't used. He then says, these guys that I brought with me aren't here to attack you. They're here to simply ensure that we can have this conversation. He had the Forgotten Sons, Dijakovic and Damian Priest, I think, were the 5 guys that he had out there. And he's like, those guys are just here to ensure that we can have this conversation without
we're dropping frames again.
Without anybody attacking you. He then says,
why?
See, the guys in the back aren't even out here to fight for you. You know, these guys could turn on you any minute. They could get in the ring and start beating you up, and there would be nobody out here to help you. See how much they care? They don't give a damn. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. And you see, this is why you should come back to NXT, bro. See? This is why. And then Raw ends up attacking NXT very conveniently after he said that. They were like, oh, wait a minute. Sorry, that was our cue. We were supposed to be out there 5 minutes ago. We were supposed to attack the Forgotten Sons. Vince, I'm so sorry. I apologize. It will never happen again. It will never happen again. I apologize. I'm so sorry. And so Raw attacks NXT, and then Undisputed Era shows up and attacks Kevin Owens, and you can very clearly see, Triple H in the back talking to Adam Cole like, what are you doing, man? Seriously? I just told this guy that you weren't going to attack him. What are you doing? Like, we're trying to get him on our side. What are you doing? Now, thoughts. I have lots of thoughts about this. So, we'll kind of scroll up the chat
You're just automatically going to mess up if you're wearing a white shirt. Yeah, no doubt about it. I always mess up when I'm wearing a white shirt.
Anyone else getting the feeling something big is going to happen at Survivor Series?
I think there's a strong possibility something big could happen at Survivor Series.
Yeah, we know what you mean, Triple H, by fitting the mold. Clever shot at Vince for calling Owens a fat jerk.
Yes.
They never showed who they were who came from the back except the OC. NXT ain't gonna beat you, Owens. 1 minute later, the NXT roster beats up Owens. They. Excuse me, guys. Drink of water. I'm choking on Kevin Owens. I'm choking on. What am I talking about? I'm choking on spit. Why did I just say Kevin Owens? I was reading the chat and I do that. I'm sorry.
Don't know.
I was trying to say I was choking on spit, and I was like looking at the words on the screen. Does that ever happen to you where you're reading a sentence? It's probably me. It's because I.
Oh look, it says our stream's complete because we dropped frames.
It's probably because I
This is ridiculous.
That doesn't ever happen to you when you're reading something
No.
and you like have a word in your head.
Does it ever happen to you when our internet like stops?
I was looking at. No, sometimes when I'm talking to like one of my siblings and I'm looking at
Someone is going to turn at Survivor Series. I'm calling it now. Someone will cost their team the match, and NXT will win for the night. I wonder if somebody's not going to like go to a different brand.
Cue my thoughts. So, Kevin Owens here, right? He's told, oh, they're not going to attack you. We're not going to hurt you. You just come back to us. Shane fired you. People fired you. They don't like you here. But I like you. So.
It's okay, James.
Come join me.
It's like our internet. Our internet keeps messing up.
So.
Although it's not as bad as it has been. We have been kind of smooth, and then it just kind of like craps out.
So, anyways, I think. Mr. G, stop cutting her off. Yeah, thanks.
No.
I think.
No.
Kevin Owens is turning on Team Raw.
He might.
He's costing Team Raw the match. And all of this was a ploy to begin with. The having Kevin Owens going, like, every time Mr. G cuts her off, Maven loses brain cells. Pretty much.
Yep.
So, you know what match I want to see?
Dropping frames again.
The rest of the story versus
lose
their
this.
internet provider. Me too. I'd like to see how that goes down.
This was supposed to be fixed.
The dude who always comes to fix our internet is pretty tall. So, if I take him out at the legs, you, I don't know, jump on his back. We could probably take him down. I think we'd win. Maybe.
We're back.
Are we back?
Back
Hello?
again.
So Anyways,
I'm not very happy.
I think Kevin Owens is going to ultimately turn on
For how
Team
long,
Raw.
I don't know.
And I think he's going to join NXT. And I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be excellent. Bro, even our download speed is trash.
Well, compared to what it's supposed to be, yeah.
That's ridiculous. I will say I was having issues watching Netflix today. Or not Netflix. What's it called?
This is where the issue lies.
Hulu.
Right here. I'll interview
I
the
know.
chair for you guys. Alright, thanks, Observing Stuff.
Sounds good. So Kevin will turn and Kevin will go back to NXT and feud with either Tommaso or Adam.
That'd be cool.
One of the two. I don't think he should feud
Mr. G looked like me building IKEA furniture.
I don't think that Kevin should feud with Adam. I think he should feud with Tommaso because I think that he should join the era. John, you just read my mind.
Oh, I don't
Possibly
know. The pushing,
even join
I don't
Undisputed
know.
Era
I don't
and push
know.
out Adam Cole as the leader. I don't think he should push Adam Cole out as the leader. Not at first. I think that you should have him join them and then be like all friendly about it. And then be like, haha, it was a play. Again, I'm good at double crossing people. And, well, guess what? You suck. So. Oh, that's what I saw. That's the video.
Okay.
That was the video after her first match.
Cool.
So, yeah, I did see that. Anyways, I think that's what's happening.
Might be. Could be. I think it'd be cool if someone like switches brands.
I think it's gonna be Kevin. If it's gonna be anybody, it's gonna be Kevin.
Well, I think it makes sense that he's the one that would do it.
So then after this, we get a Humberto interview. He gets to fight AJ next week for the U.S. title. And then we get Paul Heyman because he has an announcement to make. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. So Paul Heyman does his thing, blah, blah, blah. I'm Paul Heyman. He then says, I'm supposed to sit here and tell you the story leading to the main event of Survivor Series. This is where Brock and Ray are the main event. Who cares? KO is pretty over as a babyface. He gets a big pop every time. Yeah, he does. Almost kind of feel sad for Vince because everyone wants to go to NXT. Exactly. You know, it's really funny because Triple H, said it straight up in the promo. You didn't want to leave. They took you. You had no choice.
Yeah.
You didn't want to go up there.
It's funny.
You were taken. It's like a whole lot of, secret messaging, you know? Secret messages and,
Paul looked pretty creepy. Yeah, definitely.
I find it very funny.
Yeah.
That this just kind of gets intertwined into the promos.
Yeah, definitely. New Japan Wrestling runs in and beats
everyone.
That's funny.
So Paul Heyman says I'm supposed to sit here and tell you the story leading to the main event of Survivor Series. He then says there's a lot of speculation about Brock's condition, but I can assure you that Brock will be 100% going into Survivor Series. Also, my client Brock Lesnar wants to make this a no-holds-barred match. Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio, no-holds-barred for the WWE Championship. We then get Rey Mysterio backstage. He thanks Humberto Carrillo first for just representing the Latino community, I suppose, in the ring. I don't know. That's kind of what I got from that.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then Rey accepts the match, and he's like, you started this, but I'm going to finish this.
It has to be a no DQ match between Brock and Rey.
Yeah, so Rey can win.
Yeah.
Because otherwise Rey
agree.
stands no chance.
I agree.
Rey is going to literally
get destroyed.
Yeah. Kicked in the stomach, picked up, thrown on his back, F5'd 6 times, thrown into the ring post, maybe once or twice, and then he's going to be pinned and be beat, and it'll be 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's
he's gonna hit him with a barbed wire skittle.
That's why this has to be a no disqualification match because Rey stands no chance.
I agree. I think it has to be.
And I guess it goes with the story with the fact that the way Rey got him, beat down and oh, what's Brock's condition going into this match was because of this steel pipe.
Yeah.
So I think
dropping frames again
and kind of continuing with that, I suppose, was a good idea.
We're gonna get lost here.
And okay.
We're gonna get lost. I will be making a phone call again.
He's back again. Guys, Sarah
Logan's
Logan
on Team Raw now. Team Raw versus Charlotte, Natalya, the Kabuki Warriors, and Sarah Logan. And somehow Lacey Evans is the 5th member of Team SmackDown. That's cool.
No, Nikki Cross is the 5th member of Team SmackDown. Lacey was the 4th.
Okay.
Just to be specific here. Lacey was on before. Nikki's the last member.
Double 619 on Brock from Ray and Dominic. That'd be cool.
I could totally see
I would love to see that.
I could totally see Dominic coming out and like after Ray beats him to a pulp with the steel pipe. Dominic comes out, gets his revenge, and beats him up. Possibly even Kane comes out, beats him up. I could totally see that happening just because of what happened.
Yeah.
So
I
suppose
the match being no hold bar pretty much confirmed there is no squash. Yeah.
So I think it'll be interesting. Do I think it should be the main event? No. But is it going to be interesting? Nevertheless, I suppose so.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen very often for Brock matches.
No.
He doesn't get very many interesting matches where people are actually kind of curious to see the way it's going to go. And I am actually curious to see the way it goes. And I don't like Brock Lesnar. I don't want Brock Lesnar to win.
No, I don't want him to win either. I hope he loses and leaves forever. No more than he's there, it's pointless to have him.
Look what I said. Do you remember what I said? I said Rey Mysterio is going to, towards the end of this feud, right before it's over, Brock Lesnar is not showing up anymore. And then after the feud is over, Brock Lesnar is going to be gone.
Yeah.
Look what's happened. How many weeks has it been since he's been on TV? Feels like a lifetime.
Yeah, it has been a lifetime.
I don't know how long it's actually been.
Dominic will turn on Ray. Is Brock versus Ray a championship match?
Yes.
My theory, if it's a match for Brock's belt, is Brock winning the match but getting beat up afterwards.
It is for the belt. I think Ray is winning the belt, though.
I think Ray's winning the belt because I think Brock's going to leave for...
Ray.
What did I say?
You said Bray.
Ray. I meant Ray.
You think what?
I think he wins the title because I think Brock's going to leave.
But didn't he just sign contracts and stuff?
I don't know. I've seen rumors of him leaving.
I haven't.
So no. We'll see.
I'd love for him to leave. That'd be great. He should retire. Go live on a farm or something. It'd be good for him.
He should go to UFC.
Or UFC.
We're all retired WWE wrestlers go.
I suppose. I don't know, man. I think...
Don't they all go to UFC?
I think it's the other way around.
MMA?
I think it's the other way around. I think you're confusing it.
I don't know. Didn't
CM Punk went over there for a time.
Yeah. Jack Swagger.
Yeah.
Didn't they all go from...
Hager.
Yeah.
Went over there.
Brock tries to beat up Ray, then Dominic comes in and gets beat up a little. Then Kane shows up and beats up Brock while Ray and Dominic get up and beat down Brock. Yeah. I don't know. I think he's just going to lose the title.
I feel like he will drop
it to a guy like KO. He might. Shane's coming back. Be fair warned. All right, James.
Why? Why is he coming back? I don't want to see him back. James, where'd you get this information?
James has inside sources.
I don't believe anybody's inside sources. Never.
No, they're gonna act like gonna be acting or something. CM Punk went to MMA and got thrashed. Yeah.
Ah, jeez. So, I'm slightly curious to see what happens with the Ray and Brock thing, just because now it is a no holds barred, and that doesn't happen very often for Brock matches. But should it be the main event? No. So then we got Asuka versus Natalya. Okay, whatever. This was a dumb match. Guys, think about it. Ray has got to win because WWE can't have a situation where Brock retains and there's no major champion on Raw. So then you have Bray be Crossbray champion until Brock comes back. It will ruin the draft. Yeah. Brad Shepard. That's his
source?
His source. It's everybody's source.
I'm just going to start my
own.
own.
More of a reporter than Brad Shepard.
We're going to start our own wrestling
Actually,
news
Noelle Foley. interesting. We'll see.
We're gonna start our own wrestling news and just make things up.
I could probably get things better than get things right more often than Brad Shepard does, and I wouldn't have to be like, all right, it's Monday. I'm gonna say that Roman Reigns is gonna show up on Raw. After Roman Reigns shows up on the show, you guys, I was right. Roman Reigns showed up on the show. You know, like I report that. Roman Reigns shows up. Wow, I'm a genius.
Many people think Ray will lose, so that might mean he will win. I don't know. I think he's gonna win.
But who knows?
Brad Shepard is a tool.
Good, I'm glad we agree on that, James. So Asuka versus Natalya. This was just kind of like, why did we need this match? We didn't.
I thought it was a good match. I know you don't like Natalya.
Okay, well, like,
why feature any of the women?
No, but like, why?
Why what? I thought it was a good match.
Why have this match though? Because like, apparently Natalya and Charlotte, they aren't a team anymore. Why did we need a singles match?
I was cool with it. It's got the women out there, and it's.
I mean, I'm fine with it because Asuka won, but if Natalya won, there was gonna be a problem there, and so Asuka had to win. So I'm glad Asuka won, but like.
The sad thing is, Maven, you'd only have to be right 2 out of 5 times.
I know.
Can't wait for the XFL in January. I'm looking forward to it, James.
Whatever match Randy Orton is in, he will win unless he pulls a heel move. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. I can see that happening. Natalya's win. John, high five. We agree. Yeah. Asuka won. That's the only logical choice here. Natalya can't win. That's the way it is.
I like Asuka. See?
Me too.
Were they ever a team, really?
I don't know. That's what I'm, like, they weren't really a team. And so, like, I don't understand the purpose of this at this point.
Yeah, Natalya tapped Asuka, so Asuka had to win to get her win back. See? And where's Ember Moon?
Okay, whatever. Ember Moon has an injury. She has an ankle injury or an elbow injury, or it might be something completely different, but I believe it's an elbow or ankle injury. Again, I really don't know what it is. See, I'm a much better reporter than Brad Shepard.
She has an ankle or a knee.
Ember Moon has an ankle, an elbow, a stomach, a head, a leg.
She got an injury.
A foot, a face injury. She had something like that. Regardless, I'm right. Doesn't matter what kind of injury it is. She is injured.
Yes.
Right there. Boom. Better reporter.
Breaking news.
Than Brad Shepard.
I have nothing else for Natty to do. Well, I mean, I don't have issues.
This is why I said. Okay.
But think about it. I mean, realistically, okay, you're gonna sit here and we're gonna go through the same thing again. There's 100 women, or 12 women on the roster, and like 9 of them are hurt.
Okay, we've started Logan. She's on Team Raw and she hasn't even been on TV since she was drafted.
Okay.
What?
Uh-oh. Dropping frames again.
Like,
Guess
seriously?
who's making a phone call?
Should be out until
tomorrow.
next year, I think.
Yep,
yeah.
that'd be me.
They have nothing else for Natty to do. See, that's where I'm saying. Natalya, at this point.
Don't get this at all.
I don't want to see Natalya on TV anymore. She's bland. She has no character. I have no use. And John has no use. And I'm sure a lot of other people have no use for Natalya anymore. Like, I don't... Nothing against Natalya. I mean, she's, like, great and stuff. But, like, there is no use for her anymore. She would be better in a teaching position than being on TV. Because the fans just don't connect with her at all. Do you see the reaction she gets? Oh, wait, there is no reaction. So, like... There's no purpose of her being out there. So, I don't know. Personally, I just don't really care for Natalya. She's in a full body cast. Pretty much.
Alright, let's get this done and then...
So, the last thing on the show is Viking Raiders versus Randy Orton and his mystery partner, which ended up being Ricochet. Such a shock. So SmackDown ends up attacking Raw backstage. SmackDown then attacks Randy Orton, Ricochet, and the Viking Raiders to end the match. NXT attacks SmackDown. NXT surrounds Team Raw. Raw comes to help. Triple H backstage. He says in 6 days, we will finish this and show that NXT is the A brand. Till then, go ahead. On Wednesday, come one, come all, I dare you. Try to take us out. So.
There's nothing more for Natty to do yet. She wants to steal opportunities for everyone because she thinks she deserves it.
You know, that made me so mad when watching Total Divas. That made me so mad. Like, legit, you have no idea. Give me a second. I need a drink of water.
Well, I think she said something stupid. I mean, that's... But a lot of people say stupid
I
stuff,
get that,
so
but, like...
Just deal with it.
That made me so mad when she was like, I want to be a part of every, like, first thing. Like, why can't I be in the women's tag team championship match? Like, for the tag titles. I was like, seriously, dude? And then, like, she went to Nia and was like, I want to be a part of everything. And Nia was like, realistically, that can't happen. And she was like, well, I want to be a part of everything. Like, that legit made me hate Natty even more. Because of that. I was just like, you can't be a part of everything. That's not even, like, realistic and, like, logical. But, like, it just made me so mad because it's like, seriously, you want to take opportunities from everybody else when there are women that deserve to be in that match. I think what they did with her at WrestleMania was fine, and I think that was good. And she was in a good spot there. And they had her with Beth Phoenix, and they had her doing something. But when they introduced the titles, there was nobody. And so, there was no point. They were splitting her and Ronda up, so it didn't work. So, like, to sit there and be like, oh, I want to be a part of everything, and I want to be a part of all the first, it just made me so mad.
Yeah.
I was like, just stop talking.
We can see when you guys say the frames are dropping. Yeah, I'm sitting here watching my speeds, and I can tell when they're going to drop. She's been on main event. Your frames drop before you realize it, but for some reason it doesn't show you guys until afterwards. Yeah, I know.
Maven, you see how she tries to be sexy.
It's irritating.
Switching her hips down the ramp in her entrance. Yeah.
Just get satellite internet HughesNet. I've looked into it. It's going to be more expensive for what I have to have, considering I have, like, you know, a big family here.
I just don't like it.
I
just really don't like Natty at this point.
Yeah.
Like, nothing personal. I just don't like you.
Alright, so let's finish this up.
So, yeah, NXT attacked, SmackDown attacked. It ended in pandemonium, and then with Triple H backstage saying in 6 days, we finish this.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the way they ended.
Show that NXT is the A brand. Till then, go ahead on Wednesday. Come on, come all, I dare you.
Hit the like.
Take us out.
Yeah, hit the like or hit the dislike if you want to, because like my internet is terrible.
Do I think it was kind of a weak ending? Yes, compared to other endings that they have had. What was the best part of the show? Probably the beginning. The rest was just kind of like, okay, so do we have a pay-per-view this weekend or not? Like, it
yeah,
was
I wasn't, like I said,
it was a very meh, very like, not so much.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it was not like
not great.
One of the better ones, I don't think.
No.
That sounds a little greedy. Come on, Natty.
See what I'm saying, bruh?
Oh, she is. I mean, but I don't. You know, I mean, anybody that wants to be good, wants to be the best, they want to do it
I understand that, but nobody else is out there saying that.
But they're all thinking it. So at least she said what everybody was thinking.
So?
I want Lee to have one more match.
It makes her look like greedy.
AT&T can be pricey, but it works for the most part. Yeah, we don't even have AT&T around here, so that's... I've got two options. One is this one I have now, which is really fast. Well, it's supposed to be really fast.
You can see how fast it is.
Or when it runs good, it's fine.
Did you see that?
Like
that's how fast it was.
When it's like doing what this is doing, like last night when I streamed, like I said, the only issue I had last night was the glitchiness from the game, and that was from my Elgato. And tonight, obviously, we're having issues with keeping our stream up and going and looking good and everything.
It's pretty sad.
I have CenturyLink.
Cool. So, guys, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so. I'll be making a phone call. So.
Thank you for sticking around. Thank
Yeah.
you for hanging out. Thank you for.
You guys are awesome. You
our
guys rock. You make this fun. You make it
freaking
interesting.
internet.
Even though internet like dies out, you guys stick around, which is cool.
These brawls for Survivor Series build are overdone. I agree. I can't wait for NXT. I will try to switch back and forth between NXT and AEW. What we do is we watch it on an iPad.
We will have
and a
both
TV.
of them. We'll be watching both of them. See, that's the weird thing is like my download speeds are not an issue. I can have like 19 TVs going and have no issues. My upload speeds, when I try to stream, it like messes up.
That is accurate. So, I think that's it, guys.
With that, we're going to take off. We'll be back on Wednesday to stream the AEW and NXT. I don't guarantee the internet will be working.
Because, well, they've told us that the internet's going to be working, like, you know, for the last 92 years?
Yeah.
They lie.
And now they have everything new here, so it's got to be something else.
Yeah, like, we're hooked in and everything, so they can't blame it on us.
Yeah.
We got, like, a new router and whatever.
Yeah, new modem, new router, new line ran, everything's new.
Like,
everything is new.
And they're like,
so everything should run pretty smooth.
Liars.
I think, I don't know, when it's not messing up, does the stream look okay to you guys? Damn, I hope Elgato doesn't give me those problems. I'm worried about my laptop messing up streams I do it with. Yeah, that was the one issue I had last night with the Elgato was it was like making
just
it
like
chippy.
the transfer of like it
it
onto the screen and like the gameplay. It was like smooth on yours. But
and there
then,
might be
like,
a
when
setting
it was,
I need
like,
to set because we haven't used the Elgato in a while, so could be a setting I have to do to make that work.
So, anyways, guys, I think we'll be back Wednesday.
We will be back Wednesday with our NXT and AEW show. We'll probably do our War Games predictions. And then Friday we'll do our SmackDown show with our Survivor Series predictions. And then, of course, Saturday we'll be here for War Games.
I don't know. Are we doing watch-alongs or are we doing just...
If we do a watch-along, we'll be on Twitch.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Follow me on Twitter.
Yes, follow Maven on Twitter. You can follow us at... I still like the 2K20 gaming streams. Thanks. Follow us on Twitch or Twitter. What is the Twitch? It's the Wrestle Story. Is it the underscore Wrestle Story?
I don't know for sure. Hey, do you know any good Android games to download? No.
I don't have an Android, so I don't know.
Yeah, we all have Apple phones.
Thanks, James.
But yeah, if we do a watch along, it'll be on Twitch.
It's our Twitch stuff is down in our description.
I believe.
I think it's the underscore Wrestle underscore Story.
Let me look. Twitter. I don't see.
Thought I had Twitch. Is it not there?
You did. I think it's in the thing. He'll put it in the description. It's not there. We'll put it in the description of the stream, and you guys can go and.
It is the underscore Wrestle the underscore Wrestle underscore Story.
Yeah. So
I'll put it in the description.
Yeah, we'll put it down there so it's a direct link to the Twitch page.
I'll put it there.
Then you all have it, and then you'll be able to see when we go live.
Call of Duty Mobile is a good game. Most of the players are bad. Observing stuff. I have Call of Duty. Want to be friends? My name is FPS John 19. All right, we're gonna take off. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. You make this fun. You make it interesting. Tell all your friends about us. We are now up to. I just checked. We're up to 102 subscribed, which is awesome. We will do a 100 subscriber stream sometime here in the next week or so.
In the next week.
Provided my internet continues to work and I don't kill somebody. With that, we are out. You guys have a good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Just be good, be true to yourself, and peace
out, guys.